So students, today we are going to talk about the padding properties. What are the padding properties? First of all, we'll see what is here in the previous CSS box model diagram. You can see clearly here, you can see padding resides here between the border and the content, or you can see this padding is the area between the content and the border. Fine. It seems to be transparent always. What would be the background color of the content? That would be the color of the padding. Fine. So now we'll see how to assign padding to an element. Padding can also be understood as filling. Padding doesn't affect the distance of the element to other elements, but only defines the inner distance between the border and the content of the element. What is defined by the padding? It defined the inner distance between the border and the content of the element. There are four padding values. These are padding top, padding right, padding bottom, and padding left. Okay, so how we can define the padding, that we'll see in this particular slide. Okay, this is one example of padding here. For this, you supposed to suppose we wanted to define the padding for the H1 tag. So we have written here the selector name H1, then we have started the curly bracket, then we have defined the background property as yellow so that we can easily differentiate between the margin and the padding. Okay, for example, you wanted to define all the padding properties in a one line, then you can define it like this. You will write padding colon, then this is the value for the padding top, and then this is the value for padding right, and this is the value for padding bottom, and last one is the value for padding left. So this way you can define the values for the padding. Okay, this is for the top, this is for the right, this is for the bottom, and this is for the left padding value. Okay, if you wanted to define a single value, then you can define it like this, like padding left as 120 pixel. Okay, you can define things like this. For example, now we'll see the example of the same. So you are supposed to open Notepad. You are supposed to write the basic tags, which is HTML tag, head block, and body block. Now, first of all, I'll define H1 tag under the head block. This is heading 1. You can write anything inside this particular tag. I'm closing heading 1 here. I wanted to copy this line as 2, 3 times or 4 times. Okay, after this, I wanted to have one paragraph tag. Then I'm writing some stuff here. This is my paragraph. You can write anything. I'm going to copy paste this for multiple times. Okay, so I'm going to copy paste this. Now I'm going to close the p tag. Now I'm going to save it with the name padding.html. Again, I'll go and save it. I'll click on save as, then I'll return here the padding.html. The file already exists on my system. Okay, so I'm going to replace that. Now I suppose to open my file from the location. This is the folder where my file is residing. So I'll open my file padding from here. Okay, now you can see here my file is okay. By default, my file will look like this. Now what I want is, first of all, I wanted to define the background color for the H1 tag as well as for the P tag. So here I'll define background color as green. Okay. For the P tag, I wanted to define the background color as yellow. So here I'm defining background color as yellow. Fine. So this way you can define, oh, give me a moment, give me. Okay, so this way you can define things. Now you can see here, this is the background color for the heading. This is the background color for the padding. If you'll notice here, now there is no such a gap between the like a border of the like tag, border of the content, or between the border and the content. If you wanted to add the gap, then you can give the property here padding. For example, you wanted to give equal padding for all the four sides. How you can write this? You will write padding colon, and you will write the value if you want equal padding for the all four sides. Okay, now you can see the padding has been added. Here some gap has been added between the content of the text, between the content and its border. Fine, this gap is known as the padding. If you wanted to define a single property, then you can define it. How you are going to define this? For example, you wanted to define padding top. Okay, for example, you want 50 pixel padding from the top side. You're going to refresh it. This has been added 50 pixel padding from the top side. If you wanted to have like 50, you wanted to add padding right, you can write it like this. For example, 60 pixels from the right side. Okay, this way you can add padding from the right side of. Give me a moment. Okay, or we can add this. Okay, so now you're going to refresh this. You can see the padding right has been added to the content. So this way you can add padding bottom and padding left as well. If you wanted to define all the properties in a single line, then how you can do this? You will write padding. Then first of all, you will define the value for the top. For example, padding top, you want 100 pixel. Then you will write put space, and then you will write padding right. For example, padding right you want 30 pixel, then you want padding bottom as 80 pixel, and padding left as 50 pixel, left as 90 pixels. So this way you can define all the properties in a single line. I'm going to refresh it. You can see it has added all the values which I have given over there. Okay, so this is the value for top, this is the value for left, this is the value for bottom, this is the value for right. I hope this is clear to everyone.